Unit 11, Day 5 notes is circumference and arc length, area, and circles and sectors. So there's a lot about circles in this entire section. So first, the area for a circle is area equals pi r squared. The second thing for circumference, there's two formulas. You can either use circumference equals pi d, so for diameter, or you can use 2 pi r, because 2 times the radius equals the diameter. Okay. Concentric circles, here's an example of what that would look like. It says coplanar circles that have the same center. Okay, so for example 1, for A and B, find the area of the circle, or find the area and the circumference of each circle. Leave in terms of pi. So we're not going to calculate pi for this problems, or for these two problems. Okay. So for the first one, our radius is 4. It is kind of light and hard to see there, but it is 4. For the area, I'm going to say pi r, which is 4 squared. So that is just simply 16 pi. And this is feet, so that would be squared. Okay. For circumference, we're given the radius, so I'm going to use that 2 pi r. So 2 times pi times r, which is 4. So that would just be 8 pi. 2 times 4 is 8. And that's just feet, no squaring there. Okay. So that's leaving in terms of pi. We actually don't plug anything in for pi. Okay, in part B, we're given a diameter of 12. So the radius here is 6. So for area, we would do pi times 6 squared, and that would be 36 pi centimeters squared. And then for circumference, I would do pi times d, because I have d. D is the diameter of 12. So pi times 12 is just 12 pi. And then that would be centimeters. Okay. In letter C, let's discuss different parts of the two shapes. It says find the areas of the shaded region. Find the area of the shaded region, round to the nearest tenth. So first of all, we have a parallelogram. Okay. The parallelogram, the base is 9 and the height is 6. In the circle, the diameter is the 6, so the radius is half of that, which is 3. So first, I want to find the area of the parallelogram. And so that's just base times height. So 9 times 6, that's 54. Then I have to find the area of the circle. So the area of the circle would be pi r squared, but r is 3, and 3 squared is 9 pi. Now, I do have to round to the nearest tenth in this problem, so I will have to use 3.14 for pi. So 9 times pi is 28.26. Now, once I have the area of the shade, or the big parallelogram, 54, and then the circle, 28.26, I just subtract those. And when I subtract, I get 25.7 centimeters squared. Oh, not centimeters, meters. Okay. In letter C, oh, this should be letter D. In letter D, a 2 feet wide circular track for a camera dolly is set up for a movie scene. So you can see it goes on the track. The two rails of the track form concentric circles, where, as you see, the guy here is in the center. The radius of the inner circle is 8 feet. How much further does a wheel on the outer rail travel than a wheel on the inner rail of the track in one turn. So saying that this right here is obviously a smaller circumference than the outer rail. Okay, so we need to find circumference of each circle. The littler circle right here, and then the circle that's made by the big one. Okay, so first, let's find the inner circle. So 2 pi r, the radius is 8. Okay, the inner circle. So this is inner circle. This gives me 16 pi. Okay, then I need to find their circumference of the outer circle. Okay, well the radius here would be 8 plus this 2, so the whole radius would be 10. So I would say C equals 2 pi 10, and this is 20 pi. So now for the third step is I would take the 20 pi, the outer one, minus the inner one, 16 pi, and get 4 pi. Now I can calculate, because I really wouldn't need to mess with decimals until I need to. Plus, if I have pi at the end of each one of these numbers, those are like terms, so I can just subtract them. So now if I do 4 times 3.14, this gives me 12.566. Well, rounding, it says about 13 feet. So this means that that outer circle, or the outer wheels, are going to run about 13 feet farther on the rail.